Was Deadliest Catch star Jack Bonnell fired by Trident for taking a stand against trawl on the show? On season 19 of The Deadliest Catch, crab boat the Barbara J, owned by Trident Seafoods, and its captains, Steve Harley-Davidson and Jack Bonnell, have taken extreme measures against draggers, trawl vessels described as operating illegally in the Bering Sea. The Barbara J this season has seen its crab pots damaged by trawl gear being dragged over the same fishing grounds. In response, they have dropped boulders and even a heavily modified crab pot in the path of these draggers, or trawlers, described as fishing illegally, in an attempt to disrupt their operations and perhaps damage their gear. Captains Davidson and Bonnell feel justified in taking this action because, in their view, it has already been done to them by these draggers, and they need to protect their livelihood. In a Facebook post dated May 7th, Bonnell revealed that he had been fired by Trident Seafoods for actions taken on the Deadliest Catch. At around the same time, in a company-wide email, Trident announced the retirement of Captain Steve Harley-Davidson. Captain Davidson has not made a public comment, but the timing is interesting to take note of. Is Trident firing its captains for publicly taking a stand against illegal trawl? And if so, why? Does Trident Seafoods have something to hide? I'm Paul Jones, and this is your bycatch report for the week of April 22nd, 2023. We're going to start with the Chinook salmon. During the week of April 22nd, the Bering Sea Aleutian Islands fishery, 121 Chinook salmon were reported destroyed as trawler bycatch. Meanwhile, in the largely unobserved Gulf of Alaska fishery, no Chinook salmon bycatch was reported. I feel like we should have an ice cream party or something. Now, let's talk halibut. The combined total halibut mortality for all of the trawl fisheries in Alaska during the week of April 22nd was 163,141 pounds of halibut. That averages out to roughly 971 pounds of halibut every hour all week long. Now, on to crabs. During the week of April 22nd, in the Bering Sea Aleutian Islands fishery, 1,201 apelio crabs were destroyed as trawler bycatch. 4,843 beardeye crabs were destroyed as trawler bycatch, and 182 precious Alaskan red king crabs were destroyed as trawler bycatch. Well, that's all for this week, folks. We'd like to thank you very much for watching. We'd like to thank NOAA for providing the data that we use in the bycatch report. And we'd like to thank Captain Steve Harley-Davidson and Jack Bonnell for talking about this issue on the Deadliest Catch. Now, however you might feel about their actions, dropping boulders and so forth, I think we can all agree that it's extremely important to generate national conversation around the issues of trawl in Alaska's fisheries. And by discussing it openly on the show, Bonnell and Davidson have helped accomplish that. I'm Paul Jones, and we'll see you next week on the Alaska Bycatch Report.